Hi,
All right.
everybody. My name is Carter,
And I'm Michael, aka Cosmic.
and we thought it would be a cool idea to jump on the tier list train super late.
Yeah.
Um, so we are both, I don't know, I would consider myself a Nintendo lad, perhaps a connoisseur of Nintendo.
For sure.
Have I played all the consoles on this list? No.
Me either.
That's why we're doing it together. Because both of us have played consoles that the other one hasn't.
Mhm.
Do you want to go down the list that we have here and just say which ones we have, or do you want to do that as we go through them?
I think it'd be fun to go as we go through them.
Okay, cool. So I have rearranged these in what I believe to be chronological order. I could be wrong. But I think we're just gonna start. Okay?
Let's go.
We're gonna be using all different kinds of criteria here. By the way, we forgot to explain that. Kind of what we're judging off of.
Yeah.
Controller feel, aesthetic of the console, like how it looks overall, content available on it, and just personal preference.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool?
Sounds good.
All right. So first of all, we have the original NES. I have played it.
Oh, I have not played it.
You have not played an NES.
I have not played an NES in my life.
They're very fun. So for the NES, how do you feel? Immediately, how do you feel?
I
Not
feel-
knowing, like not having interacted with one.
Based off of what I've seen from it, I would give it a pretty easy, like a low A tier.
Low A.
Yeah.
Really?
In my humble opinion, because it's like, it's the first. I'm not gonna say the first. Was it the first Nintendo console? I don't know the Nintendo lore.
Yeah. It's the first Nintendo. I could be wrong. Someone's gonna tell me I'm wrong in the comments. People are gonna be like,
Actually, you left out the Super Shit Boy.
The Super Shit Boy, my favorite one. That I grew up on that one. No,
being a super shit boy myself.
no, because it's
No,
Nintendo's first console, and I know that the controller can be uncomfortable at times because it's so like boxy. I'd say low A tier because the games are absolutely iconic. They started the most iconic like series of games, like series is I don't Why are you looking at me like that, Carter?
I was gonna go with C.
I'm gonna go C tier. Okay.
The reason I say that is I believe there are some that are worse. I believe there are some that are better. Because what you're saying is if we put that in A tier, we're probably gonna put SNES in S tier.
Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, I guess I am giving it a little bit more credit. I'm not good with tier lists.
I
so-
know. This is my first time.
Don't say I know.
It's funny. So you said A, I said C. We could go B. I would argue C, and the reason I say that is because there's a lot of nostalgia blindness for the NES.
Right.
And does it look cool? Yes. The controller is terrible. Coming from someone who has really big hands,
Mm-hmm.
the controller is terrible. I got hand cramps multiple times playing it, and I've actually considered using third-party controllers when using it. So, yeah, I know, right? Crazy. So I would mark it as a C. Does it have? I would even put it as a D if it didn't have so many good games.
No, I think C tier is fair.
I think
C tier is
C.
fair.
Yeah, C's a good start. Now I've got the SNES.
My boy. Where is it? I have the controller here somewhere. Hold on.
Okay, so you've played one. I haven't.
I got it right here. There
I
she
would
is.
argue A tier.
A tier for sure. Like no doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Just-
kind of go into that a little bit more? Because you've played some of the stuff. I was going to say simply for Mario World. Super Mario World just as a game.
Well, between Mario World, the controller, when you're
Yeah.
going from the NES to the SNES, it's so much.
It's a lot more comfortable.
It's rounded. I mean, obviously, going from the big box to this nice shape,
Yeah.
that's a good point for the SNES. But then on top of that, the sheer variety of games. I mean, I'm looking at Miss Pac-Man right here. You got Super Mario World. We got introduced to Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart in the SNES
that's a
era.
good one. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, no, I think it did a lot more than the NES. The NES started it all,
100%.
but the NES crawled so the SNES could run.
Exactly. The SNES brought so much innovation to Nintendo.
Oh yeah, A tier, A tier.
Easy A tier. Easy A tier.
It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High S tier. Okay. Okay. I just know. I know that it's shit. I know that it is the worst thing.
I get nauseous playing regular VR for too long. Trying to play the Virtual Boy.
I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine.
Red. And the games are just terrible.
Wait,
I don't think either of us have played this.
Okay, I was about to ask like if you've played a Virtual Boy because you were talking about it like.
I remember now. There was one at a game shop that I went to. And I went, nah. No, it can't be that bad. I played it for all of 5 seconds before I went, this is the worst thing I've ever done.
Oh god.
Yeah. Real fun. I think that's just...
Yeah, no. That's no doubt the lowest D tier possible.
It's bad. It's bad. We got any Virtual Boy defenders? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I wanna know if you exist.
And I wanna tell you all the reasons why you're wrong. So just go ahead.
You do an entire tier list on the facets of the Virtual Boy being bad. All right, here we go. This one's gonna get dicey.
Oh boy, the N64.
You've played it. I'll let you start.
Oh boy, this is a hard one because while there are a lot of good games for the N64, the controller.
I was wondering who was going to bring up the elephant in the room first, and quite literally the elephant. It looks like an elephant.
Hold on, do I have it like on command here? I have it somewhere in this room. I don't know where it is, but I have an N64 controller.
I would like to refer to the Mario Party incident. Are you aware?
No.
So I don't remember which Mario Party it was. It was one of them that came out on there. There was the mini game where one person played as like Bowser and it was tug of war. And the way you played tug of war was rotating the stick. And people found that the quickest way to do it was to use your palm and just spin like that. And people were, a little bit of a content warning here, wearing holes into the center of their palms from going so fast to where they would just bleed. That alone.
What the hell?
There was a lawsuit and Nintendo genuinely had to release gloves because people would not stop doing it. They had to put out gloves.
That is okay. I didn't know about that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's one game. That's one game.
That is one game. Because I mean, there is like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Banjo-Kazooie too. You got Mario Kart 64. I mean, what's the one game with the squirrel that had the M rating?
Oh, Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Kind of diving into the mature rating on Nintendo consoles.
GoldenEye, right?
GoldenEye. That's one of the most iconic like 4-player multiplayer games.
I have only played N64 games once on original hardware. That is my next goal for a collector console. But haven't gotten it yet.
We're getting there.
B.
I was gonna say like a lower A tier, in my opinion.
Tell me why.
Because the game selection, obviously, absolutely banging. And while the controllers were pretty bad, we got the concept of expansion, like the expansion packs, the rumble packs, basically the pack system in the controllers.
You're right.
And I feel like that was a big innovation for Nintendo in general.
Better than SNES? Below SNES?
I'd say below SNES.
Below SNES? Why?
Control.
Controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but content.
Mm.
I
You
feel
make
like
a-
the games were more.
The games were
There
more.
was a better variety. So I'm gonna go
And GoldenEye. Just GoldenEye in general.
Goldeneye. Goldeneye, yeah. Ooh, our favorite little brick. Our favorite little brick.
Our favorite little brick, the Game Boy. Hmm.
What do we think?
I
Have you played it?
I've not played the original Game Boy.
I have.
Okay.
Daniel let me play his.
Let's hear it from the man who has played it.
It's Game Boy Color without the color.
Pretty much.
I mean, it was good. The audio's bad. The audio is really bad.
Yeah, absolute dog water.
But it's the first handheld.
That's kind of the big thing for me with the Game Boy, is that it's Nintendo's first dive into handheld. I mean, I guess you could argue that Virtual Boy was almost handheld, but like, no.
No. Do you want to just do the whole Game Boy line right now? Because they are so similar.
Like Game Boy and Game Boy Color?
Game Boy Color, GBA. Or Game Boy Color.
Because GBA,
Sure.
I feel like GBA was a whole different ballpark.
Because I'm gonna upset some people pretty soon.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm about to make some people quite upset. I think Game Boy High C,
Absolutely.
Game Boy Color B.
Okay.
The color screen makes all the difference, and I can tell you that because I own one. I actually have the exact one we have on the tier list. Give me a second.
Oh my god. I have like a purple Game Boy Color somewhere. I don't remember where it is. While he's doing that, I'm gonna find...
Right here. There's my boy. You can't see anything. That's the only complaint I have about these.
Is that you need like the
light pack.
like a light? Yeah.
See?
Oh wow, that
It's
is the exact one.
Yep. I like the Game Boy Color. I think it's cool. I
The
like
Game
it a
Boy
lot.
Color is amazing. I mean, the fact that they went from just a green screen to actual full color is just...
And we can't forget that they had packs for this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there were a lot of cool things for the Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
I will stand by that. I'm gonna stand with what I said. I think original Game Boy is high C, Game Boy Color is B.
That's valid.
Because
That's valid.
same games, better screen. I would say.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna stick with that. Here we go.
Oh boy. Is this where you're gonna make people angry? Oh. I thought you were gonna rate it super low.
What? Dude, no, GBA is like one of my favorites.
Dude.
It's the one handheld that I want really bad.
I
I've
have-
got all the other handhelds.
I've never personally played a GBA, but from what I've seen out of the Game Boy Advance, it is like so amazing. I mean, you
Peak
get
Nintendo, I would argue.
peak Nintendo.
I would argue peak Nintendo.
Okay.
The character of their games. You saw me play Superstar Saga, not on original hardware, but on the NSO. I have gotten addicted to Superstar Saga. I'm probably going to do a whole video on it at
It's a
this
good
point
game.
because I've beat even more. But the amount of like cross promotion during the GBA era, it stopped being a Mario machine.
And then it became so much more.
So much more. So much more. 110%. The screen, really good. I think you had to have the light for it though. I don't think it was backlit. Let me check that
No,
because I've never
I-
played on original hardware.
I'm like 99% certain it was backlit. I'm
Are you
probably.
sure? I'll believe you.
I mean, no, you can look it up still. Like, you can prove me wrong.
I
if you
would
want.
look it up, but my Opera tab is currently full screen for this video.
Hold on, I can look it up real quick. Was
Let's get some-
GBA?
let's get some Google in here.
Oh man, it was not backlit.
It was
the original wasn't backlit. The Game Boy Advance SP was backlit.
Yeah, the SP isn't on here. I think this model that's shown is an SP. I think.
I thought the SP was like the collapsible one, like the clamshell.
Oh, no, wait, you're absolutely right. Yeah. With that in mind, actually, A. And then the SP would be
S tier. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll just
we
make
don't
a note
have
of that.
it, but the S tier would be that. Because once again, it's just same thing with Game Boy.
Yeah.
Just better. My boy, my lad, my GameCube. You don't own one. Do you? Oh, so we both have a GameCube. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's gonna show me. Oh, you've got the silver one? I've got the purple one.
Do you not remember me telling you? I was like, oh yeah, my dad got home and he brought home a GameCube.
Duh. Yeah, you did tell me that. I completely forgot.
No, yeah. GameCube?
Brain be slow.
I haven't experienced a lot of GameCube yet because, I mean, these are the
Life.
3 games I own.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've only got 3 as well, but I would argue I've got 3 better ones than you do. I've got Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion, and Namco Museum. Namco Museum's the weak one there.
That's fair. But that's why
But-
I would argue that the GameCube is one of the S tier consoles, in my humble opinion.
S tier.
S tier.
Personality, I agree with. Content, I agree with. Controller, even. Customization options. Good all across the front.
But
Overall change of the generation. Nintendo has always been a headliner. They still did it here. You thought I was gonna say no. But no. Absolutely, I agree with you.
yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. S tier. I love. There's a reason it was the second console I ever got for my collection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's earned it.
I mean, like you said, you got games like Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin that made their debut. Pikmin debuted on this one, right? I don't know a lot
Yes.
of. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin. Those two made their big
Double
big
Dash.
debuts. Double Dash, Mario Kart Double Dash with the
Which-
2-character concept.
It did a lot. It did a lot innovation wise. Also, just the new IPs, like you said,
Yeah.
just really good.
Plus, it gave us the most
Comfortable
recognizable.
controller.
Yeah.
By far, the most comfortable controller I have ever used. I never got it until I played it.
And
Everyone
like,
was like,
yeah.
GameCube's so good. And then like the pressure sensitive control triggers.
yeah, the analog triggers.
Oh,
absolutely
so good.
wonderful.
So good.
And it gave us like the most used controller for Smash Bros. Just in general. Like the fact that they still make the GameCube controller for Switch just proves to you how influential this console was for Nintendo.
Oh, absolutely. 110%. I agree with you. We're at the DS.
We are at the DS.
I never owned a DS.
I don't think I
had a
owned.
3DS.
Yeah. I never owned the original DS, like the original one. But I
Yeah.
did have a DS Lite and a DSi XL.
I will just consider those because that's what we have to go off of. Because I believe that is a light that is on there. Or no, it's a
Okay.
DSi that's down there.
That is a DSi?
Yes. Because it's still got the port at the bottom for advanced games.
Wait. DSi does not have a port for advanced games.
Oh, never mind. That is the I then. Because it doesn't. I see it now. It doesn't. Tiny
shoot.
pictures.
Shoot dang.
Shoot dang.
This is a
That's
hard
something
one.
that plays in actually. Light, when it had the ability for that backwards compatibility,
Hmm.
easy B tier. Personally, and this is only based off the library for the DS. B.
I'd say a high B tier.
The B, it's only B because they took away backwards compatibility eventually.
Hmm.
If not, then A. And the library, like Layton, was fully housed on there for a while. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. A lot of the like Sonic Advance series ended up being ported over there eventually.
Right.
So like a lot of cool stuff. And pretty revolutionary. The clamshell was already done by the SP, but they did it better with the DS.
The stylus.
The stylus, yeah. Okay, styluses make me mad. Because when I was a kid, I don't know about you, I used to chew on pens. And it's real bad, it's real nasty, I don't do it anymore. But it was just something to do when I was bored, and I chewed the locking mechanism of my stylus. So now my stylus won't stay in there. It's the most annoying thing ever. I have yet to buy a new one. I'm gonna get a new stylus. But, oh wow, I bet you think you're better than me, huh? Do we want to do these next ones in chronological order, or because we just did DS, do you want to go ahead and do 3DS?
Let's skip ahead to 3DS, so then we can keep the two Wii consoles next to each other as well. Oh, he immediately puts it in S tier. Well, I've never played a 3DS.
Hesitating.
I've never
Not
played a
even
3DS.
hesitating.
But I know that there's a lot of, again, iconic IPs in the 3DS line of games.
The 3DS made me a Nintendo fan. And I will stand by that. It was my first console that I truly understood was Nintendo and wanted it because it was Nintendo.
Okay, yeah.
Full of great remakes. I am pissed that they are shutting down the eShop on there. Do you have any debate for it being an S tier console?
I mean, like I said, I've never really played the console, so I feel like I don't really have much of an opinion on it. I mean, you have the 3DS or the 3D feature, which I know a lot of people said that it gave them headaches, but in concept, like, I really want to experience it because I never truly got to, and I want to know what it's like, and I feel like it would be an absolutely surreal experience. I mean,
we just had to cut out a bunch of that. We got on a little tangent.
No
This
big
was
deal,
the
no
game
big
that I played Luigi's Mansion for the first time on. I played Dark Moon.
Oh,
Dark Moon.
Dark Moon. Okay, yeah.
It was also during the year of Luigi. It's got Dream Team on it, which you know I love.
Oh, I know you love Dream Team.
I love Dream Team. I'm starting to think that I might like Superstar Saga more. I'm gonna do another tier list of the Mario and Luigi games after I've played them all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I love them. They're fun. They're probably one of my favorite series that Nintendo's done. Just because Alpha Dream is gone doesn't mean you have to get rid of it, Nintendo. Please bring it back. Please give us one this year. I would love it.
Please.
I would cry.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
genuinely
I'm just
cry.
begging at this point.
No, the Mario and Luigi series, dude. They haven't
Oh,
made one
no, yeah,
since
yeah, yeah.
Alpha Dream went out of business. Alpha
Please.
Dream went out of business. They went bankrupt, and then they have not brought back Mario and Luigi, and I'm worried
Nintendo,
because I
please.
want it to come back. Nintendo, we need it.
Just this once, please.
Imagine with me another video where I will come up with my own concept for a Mario and Luigi title. Anyway,
There we go.
subtle plug. Anyway, flaws of the 3DS. It also had falls of some really good IP. One that we didn't talk about when we brought up the GameCube, Chibi Robo.
Chibi Robo. Yeah, Chibi Robo.
Chibi Robo, pretty cool.
Chibi Robo, pretty dope. Yeah.
I've got a little theory that they might try and tie in a little Chibi Robo reference in Pikmin 4.
That would be fun.
Because Chibi Robo was also in a house that looked strikingly similar to the one we saw in the trailer.
Ho ho ho. That would actually be really entertaining.
That would be cool. It would also be a great way to revive Chibi Robo, because Chibi Robo Ziplash, poopy bad stinky game, and was on the 3DS. Also, Hey Pikmin was on the 3DS. Another bad thing.
Another bad one.
It's got a couple stinkers, but I feel like its good games make up for its bad ones.
For sure.
Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure makes it S tier alone.
Fair enough.
Just gonna say it. I'm glad we agree. Now let's travel back in time just a couple years, and we talk about what is arguably the most recognizable console.
Mm-hmm. So who's gonna say it? What's your opinion on the Nintendo Wii?
A.
A? Okay.
A. It is a solid A tier. It had a lot of shovelware. It had amazing aesthetic and music. I'll argue that it's soulless and very corporate because it was just like a kind of blank white canvas.
Yeah.
But I liked that because it made like the channel thing really cool.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna bring up was the channel thing. That was one of my favorite things. Messing with the Wii as a kid is just going through all the different like pages and going through the channels and just like messing around with all those settings. That's one of my most fond memories of the Wii.
Absolutely got one of the best UIs that Nintendo's made. Also,
No
the
doubt.
music is just really good. The music's really good.
For sure. The music, like the Wii Shop music,
Oh yes.
probably one of the most iconic pieces of music, I would say, like in the world.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's one of the most recognizable
100%.
melodies.
It's really good. Another one that comes to mind, like another few of the games that were on there, Wii Sports, still has not been topped. Switch Sports is a shit game.
I haven't played Switch Sports. It just looks like like they did Wii Sports but worse somehow.
Yeah, so basically, you know how in the bowling game in Wii, you actually had to strategize?
Right.
And even if you landed it one time moving your body the exact same way, it wouldn't work sometimes, like actual bowling.
Yeah.
In this one, once you memorize what the movement is, you get a strike every time.
So there's no strategy to it. It's
There's
just
no strategy.
memorization.
Yeah, it's dumb. I think Wii is a solid A.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I was going to say personally that the
You're gonna say
Wii.
S?
I was gonna say S tier solely because some of the most iconic games, the motion controls were just like little me. That blew my mind. I mean, when did the Wii come out again?
Don't test me. 2004.
Okay, I'm glad neither of us quite
I'm
remember.
guessing 2005. That was my guess. Let's see if I'm right.
Nintendo Wii, I'm pretty sure you might be correct. 2006. 2006.
I changed it at the last minute. It counts.
And so I feel like I don't know when Xbox and PlayStation started dabbling in motion controls, but I feel like Nintendo really pioneered
Oh yeah.
the concept
Nintendo-
of doing motion controls with video games. You know, oh, get active, do this, do that.
motion controls actually started all the way back on DS. Don't forget that.
What?
Yeah.
I
crazy.
definitely forgot that.
Yeah. All right, you ready to argue with me?
I am. Let's argue.
Let's argue.
What's he building
Let's
in
argue.
there? What's he?
Let's
Okay, I've never played the Wii U, so this is gonna be a really interesting argument.
Oh, okay. I thought you had.
Nope.
This is gonna make so many people angry.
You're ranking it mid S tier. That's really interesting.
I would put it higher. Actually, these aren't in the right order. I would put that there. SP below GameCube. Wii U above GameCube.
Oh. Oh, that's controversial.
But very close.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself for the Wii U. Let's hear it.
Marketing is the only thing that was bad about the Wii U.
You know, I'd have
I'm
to
gonna
agree
bring
with you.
you. I'm gonna bring you a couple games. Go ahead and say your point, because I can still hear you.
Okay.
But I'm
okay.
gonna bring you a couple games to prove my point.
Well, I haven't played the Wii U before, but in my honest opinion, I do think it gets shit on way too often, because I think the concept of having your own gamepad with a little screen on it, and then the game above, so then the gamepad displays like a mini map or an inventory or something like that, and it's basically just like a really big DS or something, you know what I mean? Like, you got the touch screen on the bottom, and then you got the gameplay on top that you can't interact with, you know, touch wise. And so I think it was a really interesting concept. It was an amazing concept. It's just that the marketing kind of made it fall flat, and it didn't really get much attraction. Like, I remember hearing about the Wii U once or twice, when everything was first coming out. I remember seeing like Lego City Undercover or something.
Oh, dude, Lego City Undercover. I still have never played that game, and I want to. It was one of the first open world Lego games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah,
My
I feel
boy
like
Chase McClane.
Chase McClane. I had one of the Lego sets that had like the code
Chase.
on the cop car.
Oh yeah, awesome. This game right here
Sonic Boom.
makes it an S tier. No, that was a lie. That was a bit.
Oh.
Sonic Boom is a shit game.
Well, see, I've never played it, so I'm just gonna go along with what you're saying, so I look like I know what I'm talking about.
Released so glitchy, and little me, you can go back to my old channel. Don't, but you can. My first ever video was defending Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric,
I think I remember that.
All of the glitches were cool because I thought they were dev tools.
guys, it's just a part of it's a feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
That really was my whole argument. Does the Wii U have a lot of stinkers? Yes, but what you're not considering is that it allowed you to replay with better graphics and potentially later on a better portable screen all of the Wii library.
That is a fair point. It's basically the Wii plus whatever comes out with it.
Let me hit you with another game you might not have known started on the Wii U. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Captain Toad started on the Wii U, I didn't know that.
Yep, I got it. I played it with my mom because we had a lot of fun playing through it. And it has become something that people love. There's a lot of games on the Wii U that a lot of people would not have played. Wii Party U is another excellent example. I don't have a physical copy of it, but it's fun.
I'm just gonna trust
Tropical
you.
Freeze. Newest Donkey Kong game we've had in forever. But it's a banger, and people love it, and it's fun.
I have heard nothing but good things about Tropical Freeze.
3D World was originally a Wii U game, and you've played that on Switch.
I have played that on
Plus
Switch.
Bowser's Fury. It started on Wii U. And
That
it was
one-
already
that one I
really
knew.
good then. It was already really good. And then the one that I'm going to stand by, and I will die on this hill, that I want remade more than anything is Nintendo Land.
Yes.
I love Nintendo Land.
I
It is
have-
the best launch title tech demo game Nintendo has ever done, and I mean above Wii Sports.
Oh, them's fighting words.
Those are fighting words, but think about it. You get updated graphics. You get a narrative, which the tech demo games did not have up until that point.
That's a good point.
Now that's narrative in quotation marks, but it's still narrative.
It's still close enough. It's got a little bit of
It
narrative.
gave you a feeling of, it's just, every time I play Nintendo Land, I get this sense of childlike wonder and happiness.
Right.
And it is just, it's so much fun. You've got so many IPs represented here that some people had never tried. And what you think about is as you go through the library, minus Metroid, because I don't believe there was a new Metroid game on Wii U, all of these series ended up getting a new game. Whether it was good or bad, they all ended up getting a new game that had not been announced when Nintendo Land came out. So it was technically a teaser for what was to come.
That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that. Obviously, because, never played the Wii U. So
The Wii U is one of my favorite consoles. I think what a lot of people didn't like is that they thought that the gamepad was going to be able to do what the Switch did. I was one of those people. I thought the gamepad had a disc port in it, and that you would put the disc in there and be able to just move around without it. Which you can move it pretty far. You can move it pretty far. I think when we eventually get to Switch Plus, that's what it's going to be.
Almost like a resurgence of the concept of a Wii U.
I think what Nintendo needs is they need two screens. Nintendo works well with two screens.
I'd agree.
Always have. Multiple of our S-tier consoles now are
I have multiple screens. I just
multi-screen
realized
games.
that.
Yeah, even the GameCube, you could hook up a Game Boy and it would be a multiple screen.
Yeah.
So all of them actually.
Oh my god, wow. Yeah, you're right. They're all multi-screen.
Nintendo works well with multiple screens.
That's, yeah. I didn't even
And
consider the implications.
I want nothing more than a remake / re-release of Nintendo Land. I would think Nintendo World, because they could also use it as the theme park.
I mean, yeah, they do
And-
3D Land and then 3D World. That would be the perfect like segue, because they always use that kind of naming convention. So that would be utterly perfect for the Nintendo brand.
But even like the guiding characters in this, even if I don't remember all their names, I love it. It's so fun. I am actually gonna stream Nintendo Land again soon. I've been planning on it.
Ooh.
Subtle plug for twitch.tv/tspgc live and twitch.tv/CosmicFrog.
Oh, I didn't even do anything.
Check us out live. Do
Yeah,
it.
please. I'm begging.
Please.
I'm literally begging on my knees, like crying and sobbing. Please follow twitch.tv/tspgc live and twitch.tv/CosmicFrog with a 0 in the cosmic.
Anyway. But yeah, no. Have I made a valid argument?
For the Wii U?
Yes.
Absolutely. I again,
Like,
I've never played the Wii U, so I don't have a whole lot to say about it. But I would agree that it does have some absolutely amazing features, some amazing games, and it's very much overlooked.
But yeah, that brings us to our last and most recent console, which we
The
both own.
Nintendo Switch, yeah. Finally, something that we
Yeah.
both have.
I know, it's great. I would say comfortably between 3DS and Wii U.
All right.
Slightly better than Wii U, a little bit less than 3DS. And only because the 3DS does have those extra little pieces of love in it. It does
Right.
not feel as corporate. Like the Switch, hardware-wise, I love it.
Mm.
Especially now that we're truly seeing what it can accomplish, which I hate that it's so late in its life.
Yeah,
we're
it's-
seeing what it can truly do. Metroid Prime remastered, excellent example of that. The new Layton game, I
forget
think
there's gonna be a new Layton game.
it's a Switch. I think it's a Switch exclusive, and if that is a Switch exclusive, that is going to be another beautiful game
For sure.
that runs on Switch. It underachieved.
Quite
it
a
didn't
bit,
do-
I'd say.
It didn't do a lot. Like, from a financial standpoint, it's Nintendo's best-selling console. It's the best-selling
Yeah.
console in the world at the time, I believe. That could be wrong, but I believe it is the top-selling console in the world.
Do you want me to like fact check
If
that?
you want to
or-
look it up, yeah, if you want to fact check me, go ahead.
Sure, let's see. Okay, well, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
not finding anything that actually pertains to the top selling next gen consoles, but
We will not be accepting any counter arguments that are not accurately sourced. We're gonna need a web page from a reputable source, MLA format. If someone actually writes an MLA format essay and puts it in my comment section, they're getting a heart. I don't care what they say.
just
I'm gonna lose
here you
it.
go. This is for
Actually crazy.
no, but the top
yeah.
5 selling consoles like in the world in
Uh-huh.
general. 1 PlayStation 2, 2 Nintendo DS, 3 Nintendo Switch. So Switch is third out of like every console, which I
The
think
marketing's so good too. Like
IG
they did a complete 180 from Wii U.
is yeah. They
It's
marketed
they
the
made
shit
it
out of
hip, and I know I hate using that because I sound like a freaking
They made
old
it
man.
hip with the
But
cool
no,
kids.
they made it cool for like old fans and new fans, like the older
Yeah.
generation and like the younger generation.
They
were
really
like-
they appealed to every audience, and that's
It
where I
uses
think
the Starbucks effect. Do you know what I'm referring to?
No, I don't think
I
I
might
do.
have just made that shit up, but it's like people of all demographics go to Starbucks
right.
because everyone goes there for a certain thing. And the new marketing campaigns for the Switch have done that. I like them a lot. I would love to analyze like the cinematography behind them for a video or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a pretty solid tier list. Do you think we should make any adjustments? Now that we're looking at it again, let's go over it one more time, see if we want to adjust anything else.
Virtual Boy needs to be highest S tier.
Yeah, he's right.
Highest S tier. Virtual Boy.
Except
number
this one
1
stands for shit.
Yeah.
But no, I think we did a pretty good job. I'm happy with this.
I really like this. Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, we did it. First tier list done. We're officially YouTubers now. He's doing the Mr. Beast, everybody. But thank you all so much for watching this. If you agree with our tier list, let us know. If you don't like it and you think we should be kicked out of the Nintendo fan space, please write us a strongly worded MLA format essay with citations. If they're not properly cited,
Please.
I will not be reading them and you will get blocked. I'm just kidding. That is a bit. If you even attempt to write it, I will.
It's
laugh.
not a bit.
But
I will be very disappointed in you. I will be grading it
that's
like an
that's
8th grade teacher.
I'm gonna send it to my professor, who is still mad at me for my late essay, but it's fine. Thank you all so much for watching this. My name's Carter.
Yes, thank you. And I am Michael, aka Cosmic.
Yeah, and this has been super fun. If you guys like what you see here, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out. Check out the links in the description. There will be a link to my Twitch channel, as well as Michael's, and any other links that we think you guys need to see. And once again, if you guys like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm looking forward to where this goes, and I would love to have a conversation with you all down in the comments if you don't agree, or if you do. Share your favorite memories. If you agree with us, share your favorite memories with these consoles. If you don't agree with us,
Yeah.
MLA format. You know, we've said it 3 times. Citations, they're
ML,
important.
yeah.
Don't do them wrong. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Carter.
And I am Cosmic, or was.
Hey.
I get. Are we?
He doesn't get the outro format. We gotta end the video. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by my little corner of the internet. Love you all, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.